what happens when you ditch all processed foods and commit to a 21-day fruit-only challenge. And that is what I have done. I've done 21 days on only fruit, and I'm continuing to go until the end of the month, so 30 days, actually 31 days, because we're going to be doing a 21-day fruit challenge starting on the 1st of June, which is slightly a bit different to the one I'm currently doing, because this is purely just watery fruits. So there's no avocados, there's no durian, none of the fattier foods. This is a deeper cleanse. However, depending on where you're at, the 21-day fruit challenge, which includes the fattier fruits, is just as great. It is good. But I wanted a little bit more restriction, a little bit deeper. I love challenging myself. So feeling good now, but I wasn't. I pretty much had a week and a half, I would say 2 weeks, of feeling on top of the world. I was so focused. It's like that when you come into the new year and you set these new goals and you're excited, you join the gym, and usually after a few weeks you are not feeling so good, or it's not as fun. And that's what that happened to me. Not so much the physical, but more the emotional aspect. This seems to come up with on my cleanses. This is why I know cleanses are so good for the soul, to really dig deep on our limiting beliefs, our attachments, our negative programs that are just not serving us. The byproducts, you're very likely to lose weight, you're very likely to have lots of energy, glowing skin, whiter eyes, hair. Even for me, I feel much more good within my physical self, but the emotional, the last week I felt tired, a little bit more, not motivated. I think it was more my mind than actually my body was not really tired. So the physical aspect, it hasn't kicked in. It's more, or may not, it's more the mental, what's going on here. I felt a lot of insecurities come up. Now, hormonally, I'm just coming into my menstruation. Prior to raw veganism, or if I eat a lot of high-fat gourmet foods, what I do notice is a dip in my thinking, positivity. I'm not so positive. Hormones are definitely not as balanced. For many years, I started to observe that during my cycle, and being really kind of very detailed in my thoughts and the way I behave. And I've experienced exactly the same when I used to eat cooked, how heavy my emotions are. I feel very alone. I feel there's periods where I just don't know how to articulate, to express it. So I've been writing as best as I can, but what happens is it's like a dark cloud. I'm unmotivated. I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is binge and numb out. It's like addiction. I just want to escape the world, this is what I help others in overcoming, because I've pretty much overcome it over the years. I feel this freedom with the food without it holding me back. And all of a sudden, it's come in full force. All this week has been so intense of, don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want anymore. Well, that's how I was feeling. Lost, insecure, comparing myself to others, not where I want to be. Some cravings have come up, but it's more to do with I just want that distraction and numbing. I want to just be a zombie on the sofa. So what I am very aware of is that I need to surrender and let go, because when we start resisting, if you resist, it persists. It's like they always say, like, if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend and you are like desperate, and desperation, it repels. And it's the same thing with what happens when you're craving, you're irritable, you're agitated, you're angry, which I have been. You resist it, as in the sense of not giving in to the cravings or the numbing. But if you don't sit in it, it will keep coming up. So the goal really is to be present with these feelings, with these emotions. Because it's your little child crying out, something's going on, something's not quite right. It's surfacing. So instead of stuffing your emotions down, telling that little child, go away, we won't ever do that to anyone. And especially not children. So why are we doing it to ourselves? What we need to do is listen. Hear these thoughts. What is going on? Why are you being so angry, irritable? I know sometimes it's not getting your own way and you feel deprived, because that's what was going on for me. I felt deprived, I felt miserable, but it was a lack of worth. When I start digging deep, I realised, wow, I've still got some work to do. We're never finished. It'll always be an ongoing process. And I do love the challenges, because it is a challenge. It's not here to be easy. And I don't want to put anybody off. But if you want more than what you got now, you know there's something more, you want to be more and be better, and you want to be more at peace and calm and not reactive and not stressed, then we have to start unraveling those layers. And the only really true way to do that is to stop suppressing, stop numbing, stop distracting, and using foods to heal the internal body, the soul, and start to get those downloads, that deeper connection. Because what ends up happening when you listen more, you surrender, let go of the resistance, you will start to get this overall peace and clarity. What is not right in your life? Where do you feel something is just not serving? Those people, the environment where you're living, your job, your relationship. If you don't give in to those cravings, those thoughts, the person you're going to become at the other side, with the desired body, but with the desired, fulfilled, vibrant, organic, authentic life. I've been sharing all through my journey little mini shorts every single day. The highs, the lows, definitely the lows this week. So check out my little YouTube shorts, also on Instagram as well, and on Facebook. And I've been sharing a lot in the Raw Living free Facebook community group, which is almost at 10k members. I'm just absolutely blown away by the amount of people that want to invest in themselves. And this challenge is not easy, but the other side, the growth that you come from this, is so worth it. You know, you're going to glow, you're going to shine from the inside out, and you're going to start to have this sense of fulfillment, peace and clarity. These fruits are so nourishing, not just for the body, but for the soul, for the mind. They really do allow us to dig deep. And also when they're cleaning out the system, when these fibre-rich, nutrient-dense foods start to nourish those cells, it shakes them up, it gets the toxins out, the fibre pushes everything out, and it can become crazy at times. And it's in the bloodstream and it's playing havoc. These toxins, these parasites don't want to leave, they want to stay in the system. So it's called a die-off. What we have to do is let them get out of the system. Fruit is just so good for flushing, even stagnation within the body. This is why sometimes you feel lost and not really that great, because you've got so much stagnant energy. And what fruit does with the high vibrational energy, it starts to get things moving. It's the bowels moving, the blood moving. If you're carrying extra weight, you've got dull skin and hair, and your energy is fluctuating, you're irritable, you're down, you're not feeling your best, you want a reset, you want a revamp with the support, then join my 21-day fruit only challenge starting the 1st of June. These are going to be ongoing. I don't know how often. This is going to be my first ever one of the 21-day where I'm going to be doing live calls. I'm also going to be offering safe containers in a Zoom private call, which won't be recorded, just to let go of everything. Whatever's on your mind, they're going to be regular. And the live call is going to be every week where you check in. We're going to be sharing how we're feeling, how we're processing these emotions without giving in to our cravings, our monkey mind. I'm going to be holding your hand at every step of the way. I'm going to show you how I've moved through these challenging times when things get too much, when life gets stressful, when you get too busy, when you feel hopeless, when your self-worth is so low. I'm going to show you processes, what has helped me move through this with much more grace. And even if you're kicking and screaming, you're going to have your hand held right throughout. So if you want the support, yes, we could do this on our own, but if you want that deep connection and support with like-minded souls, it makes a huge difference in your success. I've always invested in community, in groups, in mentors, and I'd highly recommend that is what I would do for yourself, because it's what has really shifted me into this new being of who I really am. And I love that I've really not given up. I have said I am worth it, I'm committed, even though I've not felt it this week, but I am worth it. I'm worth these high vibrational foods and life and body. You want to get deeper. You might not want to lose weight, but if you want that spiritual deeper connection, if you want just much more balanced hormones, if you want to be your best freaking self, and join the challenge. I hope to see you in there starting first of June, so get in ASAP, because I want to keep this as a small intimate group, so I'm going to have a cap on it very soon. Get yourself on this challenge. All the information is in the description box below. It's at the website rawlicious.com. If you've got any questions, personally message me, drop down a comment. Done a challenge before? Have you ever done fruit? If you are serious about this, type a yes in the comments. I want to hear from you. Really excited. So if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification to be notified of the next videos, and also to support the channel. Be, feel, and stay Rawlicious.